This episode is brought to you by Shading Celebrities. Come on, people. There's no reason why we should be talking shit about the lifestyle of people in tax brackets that far exceed our own. Yes, her head was lackluster, but there's no reason why we should be bashing Kim Kardashian on Twitter for her blowjob skills. And I understand that Future will give up a beautiful queen just to fuck a bottom dollar bitch you can find in a hole-in-the-wall strip club. But if he ain't worried about his dick falling off, we shouldn't be worried about it either. We gotta stop bashing these celebrities and just let them live their lives. Except that bitch Wendy Williams. That Kermit the Frog with the body shaped like the letter P makes a killing off of shading other people so she can get all this smoke. Now let's start the episode.
Our sins and woes. Our sins and woes. Our sins and woes.
Welcome to episode 39 of the Our Sins and Woes podcast. The podcast where a bunch of dumbass millennials talk about their dumbass perspectives, their dumbass opinions, their dumbass mistakes, and their dumbass complaints. I'm your host, Nelson. Thank you for joining me today. You like that Kermit the Frog? You like that one?
Wow. All right.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog. I don't know where I came up with that shit from, but who made this nigga? Nonetheless, shout out 795 Production.
We in here.
This nigga's stuck.
I ain't got shit to say. Wow.
Is it because she's shaped like a letter P?
Nah, because she looks like Kermit the Frog.
No, Kermit the Frog.
Oh, I was thinking about saying my.
I would never call a woman a man character.
She looks more like E.T. though.
Yikes! E.T. But, you know, I'm not specifying genders here. Because everybody's inclined to be whatever they want to be. Whether it's a letter, a frog, or a bitch.
Nigga said a letter. All right.
Shout out to the Patreon subscribers that got episode 38. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you're wondering why the fuck you went from 37 to 39, it's because you're not on the Patreon. So make sure you go on patreon.com/oursensandwoes so that you can join the Patreon community and get that bonus episode. It's going to be like that the first week of every month.
Yeah,
So if you're not in the fans of a sin or the lover of woes tiers, you're not going to get the bonus episode.
You'll be missing out.
You'll be missing out because the Patreon exclusives are wild.
Yeah, to say the least.
So, and just keep in mind that the lovers of woes get the video and the fans of a sin get the audio. So, it's in your best bet to get the lover of woes. Yeah. Also, shout out to QH, Frank P, and David B, our Patreons. We love y'all. We do this for y'all. And Detrick Nos. Shout out to him, too. Yeah. Shout out to Zazzle. If you're interested in merch, you know where to go. Make sure you check out YCC Entertainment. We got some shit coming up for the next 2 months. 3 months? 2 months?
Yeah, 2.5.
2.5 months. So be on the lookout for it. We got a lot of shit coming, and we're excited about it. As far as shout-outs, I shouted you out. Yeah, you didn't have shit to say.
I was stuck. Like, I didn't know what to say.
As far as shout-outs is all I got, let me go ahead and introduce my guest. Returning guest, Mr. Love Language himself, DJ Vamp is back.
Mr. Love Language.
Mr. Love Language himself.
I appreciate that.
Mr. Kick the 50-year-old out my bed this morning. I remember everything you said from the last time you were on.
I know it. That was epic, though. That was epic. That was good vibes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You don't play hip-hop at your DJ event?
No. Well, you know, sometimes I get the chance, but most of the time in the area I'm in,
you're not allowed to.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
They chase you out with pitchforks and tiki fires.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah. See, and you know, it's funny you brought up like the media pinning a race against each other, but I feel like that's one of them things like, yo, if I go to some kind of event and they play a music that I'm not like, you know, very interested in.
Right.
I'm not going to say, hey, you need to change this music.
Right.
Unless you're looking for a different kind of environment. Like we said that last time when I was like, yo, if you play Cupid Shuffle and Cha-Cha Slide, everybody's getting out on the fucking dance floor. Yeah, but if you don't play it and you just play NSYNC, bye, bye, bye.
Right.
I'm nodding my head in the background. I'm probably not in the middle of the dance floor dancing, but like I'm not on the floor, but like I'm not gonna leave or tell you to change the music.
Right, but see, it's a certain audience that has to be appeased. So that's how you DJ. You read the audience. That's all. So they tell me like I don't understand that though. It's like don't some spots is like don't play hip hop. Other spots already know.
Oh, so they assume that you're going to play hip hop,
right? Because of how I look.
Oh, just black. My God! Nobody was convinced. No.
Copper colored.
What?
Copper colored.
Wow, I've
not
never heard
black.
That shit.
This is black. I'm not. We're not. You feel me?
You almost blend in with it. What are you talking about?
No. Negative.
Copper.
Copper colored individual, brown. I'm trying to get out of using these terms that place us in certain situations.
If you use copper, you're going to use a term that's going to put us in a certain.
No, but understand this: copper colored. So I'm not trying to use black, or either I'm saying brown. You feel me? I'm not trying to use black because when you look up black in a dictionary, it's all negative terms.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
And white is all like pure terms. But then who's white as you feel me?
Oh, you mean the sign?
Who's what?
I know a couple mayonnaise sapiens out
here. No, I'm saying the shade, the visual.
Yes.
Yeah. The visual. So I don't want to get stuck on like the N-word. You feel me? Like I'm not making that a part of my reality no more at all, period. That's not a part of my reality. So black will not be a part of my reality. I try my best to say brown. Like we're shades of brown. You feel me?
I'm going to tell you what the issue with that is. It sounds like, okay, I'm not going to say it sounds like. If I heard somebody else say it, because I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm taking it a little bit different than I heard some stranger on the street. If I heard a stranger on the street say, I'm like, what's the issue with you being black, though? Like, that would be my reaction to it.
Right.
I'd be like you're letting the stigma behind the word, instead of changing people's perception on the stigma, you're trying to change the stigma itself. Okay. If that makes sense. Like the word that defines the stigma as opposed to people's perception on that stigma.
Right. I see what you're saying.
So it's like if we try to change the word, like hoe. Hoe is supposed to be a more acceptable word now. As far as the city girls is concerned, I don't know.
Right. Well,
like
music
we're trying to
change
change the definition where hoe should be more of an accepting word. Like, that just means you get around, and if you're free to do that, then you're all free to do that. But that doesn't, a hoe doesn't directly define you as a bad person or anything.
Right.
So, like, when you say I don't want to use black, it's because a black would define you as a bad person in some people's eyes.
Okay, I see
So when
where
you pull yourself away from it, it's like, no, just show them that black doesn't mean bad.
Right, absolutely.
Now, asking us to change the definition of black in the dictionary is near impossible.
Right.
Because,
I agree with that, absolutely. But it's about the tongue and it being so strong in the word of black and what black means to people. You feel me? Why not? It's not about representing what was in the past or what we trying to be strong for, because who's really, really doing that? Like, who's really, really doing that right now? You feel me? So it's like, if I choose this, no one should look at it like that. They should listen to what I have to say. And if they feel it somewhere in their spirit, then they might start using brown. It's not about everybody. It's about somebody. You feel me? If I can get that one person to say, you know what? Yeah, I'll use brown. And we switch it up. You feel me? Brown, we call ourselves nigga all the time. We took that word back.
What if you get one person that says black isn't bad?
Right, black isn't bad.
Agreed.
I don't go against if someone like I'm black. I'll be like, yo, I'm brown. Like I'm brown. Like I'm not black. What you talking about? Because you know why I started doing that? Because I was working with certain people and they would always have jokes. They would always have jokes like
moon cricket.
Like, huh? What?
Moon cricket. It's a slur for. That's what they call black people that used to work out in the fields at night because they would, sing their hymns.
Wow.
So they would call it moon cricket.
I
So
didn't
they'd
know
be
that.
chirping at the moon.
And they say white people
know
aren't
that.
creative.
Yeah. It's one of the funniest fucking racist jokes I've ever heard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it a joke or is it just a matter of
Funniest
fact?
slurs.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Moon.
It's a joke to me. Like, if I hear people say
cricket.
it, I'm like, that's hilarious. You're ignorant as fuck, but that's hilarious. Moon cricket is hilarious.
Fair enough.
But, I mean, and so is mayonnaise sapiens. So.
Yeah, that's well.
or White Walkers, or Stormtroopers, or Caucus Vikings.
Wow.
Or ashy ass pale fuckers.
Wow. See?
All right, so all right, we're getting out of hand. We're getting out of hand. This is not a Patreon exclusive. All right, we don't have free realm like this.
Man.
But no, I understand where like, but going back to the that racial slur, it's like like it's kind of image people create where it's like cricket is acceptable.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you never heard that before?
Nah,
yeah, I love that. I love that shit. The first time I heard it, I was like, that's creative. Like that's the only time certain people can be creative. I filtered the shit out of that. I filtered the shit out of that. But some people can only be creative when they're making racial slurs.
Yeah, that's true. And some people can only relate to you when they're making racial slurs.
Like my TV is colored too.
Who?
Yikes.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I have a black friend. My thing is, yo, have you been in a black home and you're whatever age you're telling me this right now?
No.
I'm going to say, come to my house. Come to my parents' house and everything. You'll get the most love you will ever get. You feel me?
Wait. Don't come to my parents' house.
Well, I'm saying.
But I got you.
You feel me? But if I
yeah.
go with them to where they're from, it'll be all of this like, who's this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Who? Oh gosh, you know, like
this is what you decided to be with.
He has a tattoo behind his ear. He must be a felon. You know what I'm saying?
Why'd
like,
you hit the Dave Chappelle white man voice?
That's like the mental rotation that's going on.
The psyche,
My thought is, how do you break that? How do you get them out of that? How do you get judges out of that? How do you get teachers out of that?
You know what's funny? My I don't know if I've said this before on the podcast, and if I hadn't, I'm sure I've meant to. But my dad said this. Not my non-existent biological father, because fuck that nigga. But like, also, shout out to my non-existent biological father. I'm not forgetting him this time. But my dad said that. My dad said that to
He's
me once.
becoming a friend of mine or something. You keep shut. I'm like, yo, who's this guy? I want to meet this guy now.
Me too. Oh my God.
Too soon. But is it though?
No.
It's not too soon.
It's 30 years too late, nigga. It's 30 years too late.
Maybe for him it's still too soon. I don't know. He has to warm up to you. You're a very abrasive motherfucker.
Oh,
Bruh, I just started this podcast 2 years ago. Okay?
Yeah, but
I was 28.
But your personality has been like that since birth.
He wouldn't know.
killing it, dog.
That's a lie. My non-existent biological father would show up from time to time up until I was like 12. So like he did remind me what his face looks like from time to time. Yikes. Oh my God.
Is there like a bomb button? It's like,
no.
We do have this.
Warning. Cancel culture is imminent.
Facts. But we only play that when we're about to offend somebody that, we don't mean to offend. But fuck that nigga. What do you mean to offend? I'm kidding. I don't really mean fuck my non-existent biological father. That's why I shout him out. I fuck with him. Just like I fuck with my exes. Shout out to my exes.
2 for 2.
Also, shout out to the fuckboys that are running back and telling them what I'm saying on this episode. Ooh. But nonetheless.
3 for 3.
Two more in the pocket. But coming back to what my dad said, he was like, it took him a while to understand. I never understood it till he explained it this way. He said, when a judge looks at a black person, they don't see what they see when they look at a white person. When a white person does something like he commits accidental murder. I don't mean self-defense. I mean accidental murder. Like I didn't mean to kill him kind of thing.
Right.
When a white judge sees a white person or a white kid go through that, he looks at that kid like, I can understand that. I understand that's not what he meant to do. But as a white judge, you can't see that in a black person. Right. You can't understand. If a black person says the same thing as a white person, you can't put yourself in their shoes. Right. If he's a white suburban kid and you're a rich white judge, you're going to relate more to that
Right.
white kid than you're going to relate to the project raised black kid.
Right.
So you're
right,
able
absolutely.
to take that situation, put yourself in them shoes, and be like, I can see where you're coming from, and I know that if I did that, I wouldn't mean to do that. So I'm going to assume that if he did that, he didn't mean to do that.
Right.
But then when you look at a black kid, you can't look at that the same way. So you're going to say, I'm going to look at the facts, and you'll be like, well, the evidence looks like you meant to do it, kind of thing.
Right.
So, I mean, I understand. I forget where I was going with that. But I understand where, like, there's a difference in cultural upbringing, and it affect your opinion on other people,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I don't
Yeah.
side by it, but I can recognize it, if that
right.
makes sense.
Right. Because it's like they're programmed to condition just because of how they were brought up. And I'm not saying that, oh, it's not their fault. And I'm not saying that they should be old enough to understand that that's not the right thing or the right way. You feel me?
I would
It's
argue
like-
that they should understand, that they're old enough to understand.
I mean,
If you're a judge,
I
if you're the age of a judge,
right. Right, but then they were also in a time once that year bracket breaks out, because those judges in a such age group don't understand what a 17-year-old is going through or a 28-year-old went through as a 17-year-old that committed his first crime or been in the system
Agreed.
and out
All
the
right.
system.
I'm feeling it, yeah.
So the 65-year-old, 70-year-old judge don't understand his travels and his patterns in life because it's totally different from him.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So now this judge is looking at this kid like, oh, you should know better. You knew what you were doing wrong.
Yeah.
You have no excuses.
yeah.
Life. You feel me? And it was just like, oh, he made a mistake. He was playing high school ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something happened. And then also the judge is trying to get credentials under his belt so he can say, I locked up 1 million people. I locked up these many people for 1 million years under his belt. So when he retire, he possibly might get a pension extra or something. You feel me? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But it just seems like that.
So you really
know?
think that it's the media that's pinning us against each other? Because
Well-
I look at that situation, I'm saying it's just, I think the cultural differences, the upbringing, the fact, it's not even the cultural difference. I don't think cultural differences is what sets us apart. I think it's a lack of understanding in cultural differences that separates us.
Right.
That's my biggest thing. I think that there are people that are raised differently from me. I've been on both sides of the coin. Like, I understand.
Right.
I've been in the, like, that's why I always, I'm quick to attack everybody that thinks I'm either Republican or Democrat, because it's like, oh, well, because of this history, you could be Republican, but because of this history, you could be Democrat and shit like
Right.
that. It's like, don't put me in a fucking box. You don't know what I've been, you don't know what my life story is. So with that being said, how are you going to put me in a specific box?
Right. Right.
So,
Facts.
I mean, I don't think there's a way that you hold people to an extent of generalization, even though I generalize bitches all the time. Also, shout out to Brittany Renner.
4 for 4. I didn't see that one coming.
One more. I snuck that one in too, real smooth.
I was trying to figure out how you going to get the other two off. But
Wow.
you got it.
That was
But fuck, I lost it after that Brittany Renner shout out. I can't wait till she starts like tagging me. I mean, starts commenting on my shit.
I'm pretty sure she's seen it because we've said it damn near every other episode or every
And nobody
episode.
ever tags her in it. I don't care enough to tag her in it because I don't have that kind of respect for her. But yikes.
I mean, I would want her just to acknowledge us, be like, oh, these little fuckers over here. That'd be nice.
Yeah, no, that's asking for too much.
Is it?
Yeah. Anyways, shout out to Brittany Renner. We love you. I'm your biggest fan. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You just keep putting out the same shit that you have, so I always have something to talk about, even if it's negative. Anyways. I think it was Bianca that said that I'm her biggest fan, and I was like, you might be right. So, like, I actually stuck to it ever since she said that. It was like, I think I do love what Brittany produces. Like, It's like Wendy Williams. Like, keep giving me that shit so I got some smoke.
I don't really like it that much.
Kermit the Frog?
I said it.
Okay. You spelled E.T. wrong, or you pronounced E.T. wrong.
I meant what
It's
I said.
All
Shut the fuck up.
right, I'm done. I'm
He
trying to
was
stay on
going.
topic. It's just a
He
lot
was
going on right
going.
now. But
That's deep.
the judge can't relate. That's why he's trying to keep up numbers and shit like that. I don't think it's I think that, like I said, I think that lack of understanding is what I'm in a very a good mindset where I can understand that like there are just people that like when white people say colored,
Right.
I don't really hold it against them if they're having I don't want to say joyous conversation, but if they're having a casual conversation with me, if they use the word colored,
Right.
like I'm sitting here like I'm twitching my eyes and shit and shrugging
Yeah.
my shoulders, but I know you don't mean to offend. There's just a cultural difference. You were raised differently.
Right.
So you don't understand that what you're saying is
Right.
offensive.
Right.
Now, there are the steps.
Look at the age, like you were saying. They should, though. You
Oh
said
no,
you
there's
wanna
people
hold
my
them.
age
Right.
that are saying colored because they grow up. There's you gotta remember, there's white people out here that never seen a black person until they was in high school,
Right. That's
or
a
never
fact.
saw a black
Or
person until they
never-
got out of high school.
Right. Right. That is a fact.
I wish it was the same for black people. To say I never saw a white person until like I was in high school. But if you're a black person and you never saw a white person until you was in you don't exist. Like, and I think
there's
about it
some-
like, hey, if it took a very long time for you to see a white person, that means you grew up in a completely black neighborhood. So the first white person you saw was a cop.
No. The first white person you saw was your teacher when you was 4.
In an all black community?
Yeah. Well, a cop. You know what? Cop. Probably a fireman.
Probably a fireman.
Fireman.
Yeah.
Because that was the first.
You lowballing the shit out of that. I'm still
Yeah.
sticking with cop, but I
Yeah,
understand why
yeah,
you would
but-
say a fireman. I understand why you would say. Nah, I would if the whole school is black, I don't see many white teachers. That's only in movies.
Yeah, because when I grew up out there, if cops was coming, I was in the house somewhere tucked away, couldn't
Mm-hmm.
even look out the window, be downstairs around nobody. You feel me? But the fireman
Cops are
came.
Jehovah's Witness. Jesus shit.
The fireman came. I'm outside right there playing Skelly, going to the truck.
Oh my god.
You feel me? Like going to the truck, wearing the helmet and stuff. I'm like 5, 6, 7 years old. You know, like that's
You don't even see them at the corner store. That's crazy.
right.
7-Elevens, the corner stores, the restaurants, it's all black people and like other minorities. That's funny.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I'm saying it out loud. Yeah, I think it's a that cultural difference is just like you don't understand because you don't want to see how somebody else was raised.
Right.
It pisses me off because I feel like if people could take up, like if you could take off your fucking my lifestyle goggles, like quote my lifestyle goggles, then you would be able to understand what somebody's going through. You would understand.
Right.
And then you don't have to understand what somebody's going through. You just understand that people are different.
Right.
That's why I don't get
Absolutely.
mad when I hear somebody having a casual conversation with me and they use the word color. I will call them out for it and say, hey, that's not like acceptable.
Right.
I had a guy that I used to work with way back in the day, and he said that one time, and he was like, she looks good for a colored woman. Or she's a good looking colored woman. That's what he said. And I was like, yo, you can't say that. He's like, why not? It's like, yo, nobody describes anybody as colored anymore. Like it's very
Right.
it's taboo.
But what was his energy like? Was his energy
She was
like,
attractive.
Yeah, but was his energy like offensive, or was it like this is how I relate to when I see?
No, he was just like, it wasn't like he was trying to relate, nor was it like he was trying to offend. It was just like he was complimenting in the way that he knows how to
Right.
compliment.
Okay.
And it wasn't like, because I just initially say
And this
like,
is like recent,
nah, this was probably about 6-7 years ago.
but still, that's like mad
Recent.
recent.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. That's how you know that that's one of them people. Because he was a person that never saw a black person until he got to high school. Yeah, people like that exist. It's called Texas.
In my brain, I thought it was Oregon or Washington State.
No, they love niggas in Washington State. Don't do that.
You would know.
I would know. We would know.
I know.
They love
And like
Spokane.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, I can understand.
Wow.
North and South Dakota.
Wow.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. But there's states like that where, like, you know, the white women love niggas.
Because we're a rarity.
Yeah, we're exotic.
We're exotic. Ooh.
We're a commodity.
Nasty.
Commodity. Commodity.
Commodity.
A aphrodisiac.
Yeah, there we go. I can get behind that. I can fuck with that. But
She just wants you for a husband. She like, all right, let me get ready
What?
for my husband.
nah, I think most white
Aphrodisiac.
women want me because they trying to prove something to their parents.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate being that.
Ooh.
I hate being that what?
I'm fine with that.
I knew you were about to say something
Ooh.
ignorant.
I thought it was just because the husband wasn't doing a
Nah.
good enough.
Well, I've noticed that a lot of white women. That's why, I'm tired of letting women suck the energy out of me.
Oh,
I noticed a lot of
stop.
women like.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm tired of women sucking the energy out of me.
Okay.
I talked about that in the exclusive episode. So if you want to know what I'm relating to,
Okay.
like, you need to go watch the exclusive.
Okay.
Patreon.com/AskSensOfWells. But anyways,
Okay.
but I'm tired of being the rebel point.
Yeah.
Like when women say, "Oh, I know my daddy wouldn't approve of you, but I want to fuck with you because I was always told to stay away from your kind, but I would never take you home to my parents." Those are the ones that those are the white women that piss me off the most. It's like, yo, if you want to fuck me and you're scared to take me home to your dad, we got a bigger problem. That's what I say. Cultural appropriate within your realm. I've said that many a times before. It's like, if you're going to cultural appropriate, you need to be able to appropriate to the level that if you're going to shuck and jive, you need to be able to shuck and jive in front of your parents.
See, I don't even. That's just crazy. Though.
Yeah.
Like,
They'll do that. They'll date you, but then they won't take you home to their parents. Or they'll have relations with you, but they won't have a relationship that includes their family.
Right.
That's why I always gauge the car.
So how do you break the barrier of that? You
I don't.
Can't. Right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. No.
over.
I date
Like,
within my
that's
realm.
it. Yeah.
I date I don't date white girls, but if I dated a white girl, I would date one that has dated black guys. Yeah.
So that's why a lot of okay. Yeah, it makes sense. I guess it's one of those things.
You have to gauge them off the car.
Wow.
The car is it's insurmountable.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's very important.
Okay.
Fucking up my words.
That's
today.
like get out.
No, but you have to. The car is what you have to look at the most, because like if it's a white girl and she drives a Jeep,
Don't.
you know she's
Don't.
a country outdoorsy fitness girl.
Don't.
You know that's what she is. She's probably like she might take you home to her dad, but she might not.
Right.
But if she drives like a new pickup truck, yeah, her dad's a racist.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, she drives a new
skip
pickup truck.
Mad steps.
No. If she drives a new pickup truck, like 2006 and above, her dad's a racist. If she drives 2005 and under, if she shows up in a red a red pickup Ford, her daddy and her brother are racist.
Damn.
Yeah.
Killing it.
You gotta, it's all about that's why you gotta look for a white girl that drives like a Chevy Malibu or a
and
Chevy
her
Cruise.
brother.
Yeah, her daddy and her brother.
Oh my.
It's that current. That's why she drives an old pickup truck.
Right.
The cars are important.
Oh.
So you gotta find a white girl that drives like a Chevy Malibu or a Chevy Cruise. Because those are the white girls that like black guys.
So what if she drives a Charger?
She's a fuck girl. She likes fuck boys.
That's
So it doesn't
crazy.
matter what race you are. As long as you're a fuck boy, you're in. If she drives a Charger, as long as you're a fuck boy, you're in. You can be a white fuck boy, a black fuck boy, or a Hispanic fuck boy.
If she drives a Charger.
If she drives a Charger.
Only if she drives a Charger.
No, there's other cars.
Okay.
Yeah. There's other cars you can like
A Mustang?
like a Dodge, any kind of Dodge, like a Mustang. Yeah.
Wow.
Or like Dodge, a lot of Dodge, sedans.
So that's what the police do then. They be like, oh, it's rims on that. It's
Yeah.
tint. Let me get behind these. We know what's going on. You feel me? And it's like, yo, really?
Yeah.
Just because of the whip.
Yeah.
And it's like,
They see fuck boy.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. That's why they started getting cop cars, I guess, to blend in with the police. You feel me? When the South started buying cop cars all the time, and you start seeing everybody in Impalas with the light on the side.
Yeah.
They started buying.
But
them to
Impalas are black. I like white girl cars too.
Right.
Like black guys that drive Impalas usually fuck with white girls.
Yeah.
Or is a drug dealer?
Or
Right.
usually
That's what
fucks
the
with white
cops
girls.
do. Or usually most drug dealers.
Everybody knows one black drug dealer that fucks with white girls.
True.
Everybody.
That's a fact.
True.
And usually they drive an Impala.
Or a Crown Vic.
Oh my God!
Wow. Wow.
We all know that one person.
We all know that one person that drives a Crown Vic.
I'm not gonna lie. That used to be the car that I wanted to get. Like
Oh my God, you fuck boy!
Yeah, that was me.
A Crown Vic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I could see you in a Crown Vic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you see a nigga in like a
Tahoe.
a Cadillac, what?
Right.
That's an oxymoron in itself. That whole sentence didn't make sense. A black guy in a Tahoe.
Right.
I've
The
seen
whole
it.
sentence. Oh my
seen it.
God.
Right.
He's got a Trump sticker on the back window.
Right. See, you mix it up. You mix it up on them. You're like,
If you see a black guy in a Cadillac DeVille, that nigga's like super old fashioned sister. I love my sisters, my queens. Like you can
Okay,
tell a
I
lot
like
by the
that.
car, man.
I
I'm
like
telling
that.
you.
I like
So
that.
wait, what does my car say about me? Because I drive a Chrysler. So
You like Asians, white, black.
He doesn't like any of those.
See?
actually,
So,
but I do.
No, you don't.
he like,
Let my truth be my truth. All
he
right.
like hop in. He
You like all
hop
women,
in.
but what are you really messing with? All right then.
That's only due to my circumstances.
All right.
In which I'm around.
Oh, okay. See? Yeah. I see you liking all women.
Yeah, because the car I drive, I like old women. No question about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I only drive 2 brands of cars. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is, but I only drive 2 brands of cars. So all that is definitely.
This sloppy ass nigga over here.
Ain't that like the
Bro.
second time?
For all the, no, that's the first time. I hope it is the first. Oh no, with the other time, that doesn't count. It was off camera, but it was off camera. Don't count. You gonna give me a paper towel, man?
Oh shit! I didn't know I was supposed to. My fault.
Don't worry about it. We're just going. For all the audio only listeners, I just spilled my drink on my hand. Yeah,
Sloppy.
on the couch and on the floor. It happens. But anyways, yeah, with my car, you can tell I fuck with all women.
Yeah, it's like I care about the planet.
Yikes. Are you taking a shot? That's a shot.
Just a little bit.
A shot. No, I care about gas efficiency, bitch.
That's still caring about the
I
planet.
don't fuck this planet.
Damn.
Fuck this planet. Fuck these kids. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck the kids.
Care about saving $1. What you mean?
Wait, what the kids do?
Fuck them kids. Nothing. Yet.
All right.
They ain't grow up yet. But when they start becoming that new Generation Z, I'm like, oh, here you niggas go.
Yeah.
In
they gonna be
preparation of
robots.
cause and effect.
Fair enough.
Yeah, all right then.
That's a fact.
You said lame ass color agenda,
Yes.
which is in your definition.
So it's basically by throwing out like the Black Lives Matter and all of that everywhere. And it's basically about throwing out like Donald Trump is a white supremacist. Like
I'm in support of all of these.
they don't have to even see. That's the thing this has been a situation, you feel me? And everybody may feel a certain way about it, and I respect it. What I'm saying is not for everybody to say, oh, he's right, he's wrong, oh, I'm gonna go with whatever he's saying.
Oh, God forbid
No.
you have an opinion
You know,
that you
it's
understand
just-
that it may just be your opinion.
Right. It's just what my spirit and my energy is telling me
Yes.
about the situation. So when I view it, my spirit speaks to me like they're at one of their antics again to reverse history in a situation on black going against white once again. For what reason? How many days brothers get shot by cops and get murdered? How often does that happen? It happens. Everybody gets shot by cops. Everybody get murdered by cops. You feel me? So they throw certain ones in the limelight.
You can't
I feel
do that.
like,
You can't do that.
You know?
And the only reason I will say that is the only reason you can't do this because you have to remember that, yes, more white people die by cops. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Statistically, that's proven. There's no question
Right.
about it.
But that
the
don't even
issue
matter.
is the percentage.
Right. Yeah.
A
I was gonna say
higher
that don't
percentage
matter.
of black people are
Right.
dying by the cops' hands. So
Right.
when you're bringing light to that, then yes, you have my
Right.
support. Like I'm in complete.
But-
It's not about like that's what it always goes back to the argument. It's like it's not about like all lives don't matter. It's about like people are looking at me like my life doesn't matter. That's why Black Lives Matter is a thing.
Right. But my thing is, why do they pick the certain ones to bring to the front line to announce it and make it seem like it's so much. It's been many of them so frequently, so much. Why are these specific ones being thrown in our face constantly, creating holidays for these specific ones? That's my thing. You feel me?
Oh, why are we spotlighting certain ones and not all of them?
Right. Why is that such a thing? If we're not gonna, so I'm sitting at home and my son just died yesterday from a cop killing, but then the next day this person died from a cop killing, but they ain't saying nothing about my poor baby that just got murdered and was a straight A Princeton student or something. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They're not speaking about that. They're speaking about, oh, this next one that happened right up the street from mine. You feel me?
Okay, I can 100%. I had to process after I let you finish, and I had to process that. And it's like, all right, now I understand what you're saying. They're not spotlighting all police brutality moments. They're spotlighting like specific ones.
Right.
I mean, it'd be on the news every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And
we don't have time for that. We're too busy talking about coronavirus and impeachments and
exactly. NFL and
our
NBA
new president going across the river to go home for fucking, I don't know, President's Day. Like,
right. That's why.
That's what we're filling up the news with.
That's why we got to talk about all of it. From that. We got to untune from all of that. We got to look at it, take it with a grain of salt, and not feel it.
But there are
feel something behind it. You
and
know,
then
make logic with it.
I get behind what you're saying about the media now. That in that case, because there are people. That's why I tell people, like, people are like, oh well, Black Lives Matter movements only speak up when a person dies. It's like, no, real people that are Black Lives Matter movement are out there every fucking day. Just because you don't see them on the news, that means you're not a part of that community. But for everybody that knows, anybody that's listening to this fucking podcast, and they actually pay attention to the Black Lives Matter movement, you know that they are out there fighting every fucking day. So it's a matter of like, I'm not fighting to get you on this one. Right, but like, it's a matter of like, okay, you're not paying attention to what they're doing kind of thing. You're just looking at the news to want to spotlight that. So then I understand what you say, where the news is highlighting what they want to highlight. So yes, there is a color agenda in the media. Right. But as far as like the Black Lives Matter movement, we can never question that. Like, are they actually working except in times of crisis? Because Black Lives Matter movement is always working. For anybody that does not know that, Black Lives Matter movement does not just step up when a black person dies. They are always out there every day fighting for your advocacy. Every day.
Okay. So
that's to y'all.
In my spirit, it tells me that that's not all we have to give in that BLM motion, right? Mm-hmm. Where is the programs that they're setting up in these towns?
There are those, though.
Where's the feeding
programs? They are there.
Where's the new forms of education?
They are all
there. But we don't hear about none.
Because you're watching the wrong news.
Exactly.
You need to be following these Black Lives Matter movements. So yes, I understand. There is a color agenda in the media. Yes, I agree. I 100% agree. Yes.
You see, I was just kind of playing devil's advocate.
No, I get it. And by all means, you have to play devil's advocate.
You see?
And that's what I can have this conversation with you, but it's for them.
Right.
The people that don't understand that, like, no, this shit is going on every fucking day.
Right.
There are programs. There are these these shelters. There are these homes, and there are these people that are out here fighting every fucking day.
Yes.
So yes, they're out there.
Right. And that's the catch to all of it, right?
Yeah.
Because think about it. If I live in China or Japan and I've never been to America, but I have a television, right? And I have American movies, right? That's the only thing I know about anything out of my race is what my visual shows me on that screen, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking that black guys like to wear dresses in movies, and I'm thinking that black guys are like drug addicts in movies, and I'm thinking that black guys are cops in movies, and I'm thinking that like black guys are always criminals in movies. So my energy is creating a perspective of black guys are this, you feel me? And then I see the white guy always in a suit, always fresh, he always this, he's always that. You feel me? It's like a certain...
Wait a minute. Yes. You telling me that? Wait, stop. Hold on. Oh my God, I got this one. Give me a second. Let me get this out before I forget. So, anybody that has ever created perception off of black people by just watching Menace to Society, Via, and Training Day,
right?
Get your shit together, okay?
Right.
There are other movies out there, all right?
Yes.
If those out of everything that you just said, those are the three movies you would get all of those from.
Absolutely.
Any Madea movie, Training Day, and Menace to Society.
but even
way
back,
horizon.
Even way back.
I get you. Yeah.
Even way back.
I get you.
Since before all of those movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And especially what the media, all of that Hollywood put into the theaters.
Yeah.
You feel me? And what they make cool. That's all China follows is what someone tells them is hot over here that they send. So they filter what they send. That's why they started to make like those black channels on Netflix and those black, like, you feel me? Like where you can get that genre now. You know what I'm saying?
Which is stupid in itself, but
Okay, right. So
I fucking hate that shit.
Right.
Like, oh, support the black TV show. Like, no, it's a fucking TV show. Like,
Right.
What do you mean?
Why?
I'm gonna watch fucking Blackish just like I watch House.
Right.
What the fuck?
Right.
Why can't I watch fucking Blackish and Modern Family?
Right. But then they say, oh, Michael Jordan's about to bring black people to NASCAR. Okay, because Michael Jordan's black and he bought a team for NASCAR. Why are you making it about because Michael Jordan's black? I'll watch NASCAR. So what? You could just say Michael Jordan, but obviously we know this is a brother.
If you watch NASCAR, like you would know that anyway.
Right. Like, come
Fair.
on now.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's just that.
I like this. This is you like
You know, like I just
you got the gears turning.
I want to see a way that maybe united we can come up with something.
But that requires us stepping out of our own realm and understanding the perception of other people.
Exactly.
That's the first step, and that's the hardest shit
Exactly.
to just walk up to somebody and like, yo, can you just shut the fuck up and look at it from my point of view? And then you
Right,
explain your point of
right.
view, and they say, holy shit, I never thought about that. I tell people that all the time. Like, yeah, I'm a very outspoken person. I'm a very over-speaking kind of person. But there's no question about it on the podcast where, like, there have been many times where I will say, shit, I just did it this fucking episode where I listened to you talk and said, you know, I never thought about it like that way. You kind of changed my thought process on that.
Right.
Like, that's all it takes. It's just, like,
Yeah.
speak to understand, not speak to respond.
Right.
Or listen to understand, not
Speak
speak
to understand.
No. Listen to understand, not listen to respond.
Yes. Yes.
That's what I was
right.
looking for.
That's right. That's why I always tell people, don't react, respond. You feel me? Because when you react, it's like a spur.
I like that. That's good.
But then you respond, you take time to think because you're responding. So you're listening first, whether it's to you as like your entity, your energy, or it's to somebody else telling you, yo, bro, you probably shouldn't do that, blah, blah, blah. But it's too late. You know how many people reacted and is doing life right now? If they would have just breathed, they would be all right, you know?
I feel
You know, so I feel like if we create like a certain class to teach people about class, you feel me? Like, not us actually being there. Let's create the format and give it to someone that we know will be passionate about it
what
and
was it?
start it.
Danny's argument on episode 30. Ethics training.
Oh yeah.
Ethics training.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's what we need is like social ethics training.
Yes.
Because she said, or what was it? Was racial sensitivity training.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
sensitivity
Thank you.
training.
It was racial sensitivity training, and I said no. I think we need like ethical sensitivity training. Like you just need, because I don't think it's a race thing. I think it's an ethical thing. Like you could have two black people, but like one black person was raised in Beverly Hills and the other one was raised in South Side East Baltimore.
Right.
But
yes.
I don't think that's a place. If my dad hears this, I don't think Southside East Baltimore is a place, but you get what I'm saying.
It's not.
My dad's gonna fuck me up from that.
But yeah, just like, because I had to take a code of ethics like thing just to like renew my badge or whatever for my job. I feel like people should like
ethics.
yeah for anyways
That part.
the fuck, like I didn't read any of it, but yeah. But it's basic shit, like
Nigga,
you know.
help me help you. What do you mean you didn't read any of it?
No, like
Maybe if you read it, you would understand the difference in ethics between two different cultures.
no.
Niggas.
Okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah,
I see what you did. Okay. Yeah,
But
but yeah, I feel
you can understand.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna hold you to that expectation. I know you can walk into a place and be like, oh, those people think differently and live different lives from me. But there are
Right.
some people that didn't. You motherfuckers should be reading this kind of shit. So, but
Right.
yeah, we talked about I said ethical sensitivity training because I don't think it's a race thing. I think it's an upbringing thing.
It is,
I think
absolutely.
it's a placement, it's population,
It's not a shade.
It's where you are
Right.
as opposed to
yes.
who you are. So
Well, I think it's a mesh of both. Where you
yes,
are and who
but
you
okay,
are.
it's not who you are, but it's not what you are, but who you are. If that makes sense. Like it's not like what race you are. It's what kind of person you are.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm
yes.
saying.
Yes.
Like,
yes. From the
it's
mesh
not
of
your
everything.
exterior, it's your interior.
Yeah.
That's a better way to
absolutely.
put it, right?
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like
Okay.
that. I like that.
So that's where we made that argument. So yeah, fuck them. Play your fucking your coon tunes at the fucking parties.
But see, that's the trickery right there. You feel me? Because I'm trying to get to that bag, and it's like, is that going against the grain? No, because I enjoy that music too. You feel me? And it's a passion of mine to see those dancing, smiling people. I don't care what music I'm playing. That's why I can play music from 1920 all the way to 2021 today.
It would
You
only
feel
be an
me?
issue if you had an issue with that music.
Right.
Like, and that's the biggest thing I know about podcasting is I'm only going to appeal to the people that are interested in my kind of podcast.
Right,
I'm not about to
yes.
switch shit to
Take your
like
audience.
broaden my horizon kind of thing. But if I was interested in talking about other things that other people were interested in, then I don't feel like I'm going against anything that I stand for. I'm not going
Right.
against my core value. You'll play music that people would assume that you're not interested in, but then you come and say, oh no, I like this kind of music too. I'm
Right.
passionate about this kind of music. Then you're not going against any kind of moral standpoint.
Right.
Now, if you
right.
played some shit, if you a Bone Thugs and Harmony kind of
Yeah.
nigga all damn day, and then they tell you to play NSYNC, and you like, I don't really fuck with that, but okay, then I have an issue with that.
Right, okay.
I got an issue with that. It's like, go where you're appreciated, not where you're tolerated.
Right. But see, that's the thing. I think that other people coming in, they look at me, they're like, he plays this? Like, he knows these songs? You know what I'm saying? Like, they give me that, like, super shocked look. Like, that guy's the DJ?
Yeah.
Wow. You know what I'm saying?
I love that though.
And it's
I'm
like,
like-
it's real, and it's like right in my face. And it's like, at the age I am now and the things I've been through, I feel like, yo, shouldn't everybody have this train of thought to say,
Especially since all you the mayonnaise sapiens know who the fuck Cardi B is.
right? And you listen to what she talking about. You listen to what Megan Thee Stallion
It's
talking
more white
about.
girls on TikTok doing the Buster Challenge than there are black
Right.
girls, and that's to a black song. So I mean,
Literally.
like, but then when a white person starts singing Linkin Park, looking at us like weird. Like,
Right.
how wouldn't we know him? He did a whole album with Jay-Z.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's me. Like,
But that's
I'm scrubbing the bottom of the pan right there with that
yes,
one. Like, I can
Linkin
get so much
Park.
more. If I told motherfuckers what my music catalog looked like, they'd be like, what? You know who Nine Inch Nail is? You have Stain on your phone? Are you
Gorillaz?
fucking right? Like, I would blow people away if they're like, Rascal Flatts? Why?
Right.
Like,
But you see that? You see
Yeah.
how we can get in tune with everything, right? But you ever hear like the other, you feel me?
Nah.
They're not like, oh, we got da-da-da until recently. Very recent. Because before that wasn't allowed in their home. They didn't play it. Their kids didn't even listen to that. Now all of it, they like bopping
Because
to
it's
that. and
cool.
then- yes, exactly. But you see how we was able to get in tune with that whole round when we was younger,
Yeah.
older, the whole layer of everything. They didn't even get to peel back the skin on nothing but what their parents wanted them to understand life about.
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So they're so stuck in that because constantly they kept telling them, no, that's bad, that's good, that's this way, over and over and over again since they were zero.
I mean, our parents did
You
it
feel
too,
me?
but we was just like,
Right.
well, I grew up.
Right. Yes. Right.
I'm not under your
I'm
roof
not-
anymore. I can do what I want.
We knew we had
Yes.
to become independent
Yes.
and separate minded
Yep.
spiritually. You feel me? Because I don't believe in what my parents may have brought me up to believe in. Now I'm old enough, I can step away from
Yeah.
that ain't for me. You feel me? So all of that, all of the above. But it's like, how are we so, a lot of it just rotates better. You feel me? I'm willing to say it's okay.
Yeah.
They're willing to say, fuck that, give them life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That was a good full circle right there.
Right.
That was a good full circle. Oh, shit. You fucked me up with that one. I'm willing to say give him life. Nah, facts.
Right.
Big
Gosh.
facts. That was good. That was good. You brought that back before. It fucked me up, too. You did like one of my shout-outs. I also shout-out to mac and cheese.
I don't see how that fitted in there. But I mean,
You
whatever.
didn't have to. Just got the shout-out out.
Yeah, I guess
I was
so.
looking at the time. That's why. Let's get on this last thing. I think we got time for what? What time we at?
We're at 49.
All right, yeah, we got time for
Can I
about
get
one
some
more.
Could I get some water real quick?
Can you get some water? Yikes, nigga.
I know. I figured like yo.
Save on the Don.
I was like yo. He could probably cut this.
Save
out.
on the Don. You up, buddy? Also, shout out to
y'all
Joe
so
Buddy
much.
Podcast.
I hate all y'all so much.
You up, buddy?
Thank you.
And don't kick none of these cameras when you move, motherfucker.
Oh, that's. You have to come this way. Come through the split.
And get him to tap water from the sink.
It
But
better
make sure
have
you
a
hit the filter on.
Oh, I knew it, or else it would have been nasty. Nasty.
You got to hit the black switch down. Anyways,
The black switch.
yeah, you got to hit the
down.
black switch down and turn on the filter water. You'll know when it's coming from the filter. You hear me, nigga? Save on.
Why are you
Anybody-
saying my name like that? You must be mad. You saying my whole government like that.
Appreciate you, homie.
Thank you.
We love you. So you brought up something before we started recording about, you know, because I was talking about how sometimes it'd be hard to get the plug of the week because people don't email me to shit or like respond to shit.
Right.
So in branding, when you have to depend on other people to hold up their end of the bargain. How much, and that's coming from the perspective of like, Eric gets madder about it than I do when people cancel. And it's only because like the reason why is, or not the reason why he gets madder, but the issue is that people will cancel the day of.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's after I hit them up and be like, yo, we still good for today. Because I don't send the address to nobody until the day before.
Right.
When I check in to make sure you still good.
Right.
And then the next day, I'll still hit you up and be like, yo, we still good for today? And then I don't hear shit. If you're like a first-time guest. If you're a recurring guest, I'm like, all right, you know what this is. Like,
Right.
I'm like, expecting you to show up. And if you don't show up, I'm expecting you to let me know you're not showing up kind of
Right.
shit.
Absolutely.
But if you're a new guest and I'm waiting for you to like come through, and then me and him are sitting in the fucking library, the Montclair Library, looking like Twiddle D and Twiddle Dumbass, waiting for you to show up. And we've been sitting in the library for 30 minutes after we done reserved the room.
That's what you should do. You should take a commercial break with both of y'all sitting in the room with crickets in the back, like, see, this is what I mean.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? And see y'all standing up in the corner, sitting
Yes.
down, laying on your back with your feet on the wall. Like, nigga, we've been here
Yikes.
forever. You feel me? Like one of those been here forever.
Oh my God.
You bring a puzzle already done, put it on the table, broken up. Bring the new one in done. Like,
But see, like, this is the thing. Though.
go back a few days and do it with
Boy,
the
get your
light
smoke
up
off,
and
Eric. You got
down.
it.
But like, this is why I get pissed off, right? You see a passion in me, and you're like, okay, cool. Like, I see, oh yeah, like he's passionate about this and that. Such and
Well,
such.
it's my podcast. I would be passionate about. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Get your shit off.
No, I'm just saying, like in general, like
Yes.
people see, like, oh yeah, he's passionate about this, he's passionate about that. Let me go ahead and put my time and give my effort into his passion. And the fact that like people think like, oh yeah, it's just a passion. It's just like, oh yeah, no, he's not really that serious about it. Nigga, fuck you and everything you saying.
It's not
for.
your passion if you're not that serious about it. That's my argument about it. If you're not that serious about it, that's not a passion. You're looking for something out of it.
Levels.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna argue that
No,
because
there's levels to serious. Some people don't know how to market themselves.
but that's
You feel
irrelevant.
me?
All you have to do is show up. Like if you show up and you can't produce content, I have a bigger issue with you not showing up than you
Then-
showing up
okay,
and not
I
producing
can dig
content.
it.
I'm gonna give you another chance. If you show up and you can't bring content, I'm gonna give you another chance to produce content.
Right. I can
If
dig
you
it.
don't show up, I'm not giving you another chance to show
Right,
up.
right.
So that's what I'm saying. When you're passionate about something, you're going to make an attempt to do it.
Right. Yes.
So when you don't make that attempt to do it, if you show up and you can't produce the content, I'm proud that you showed up.
Right. That's a fact.
So, but if you're passionate about it, you're going to show up, even if you can't meet that mark.
Right.
We've been doing this for a year and a half. We just started with the Patreon. We just started finally making a turnaround on this kind of shit. And we've been passionate about it ever since. Granted,
Right.
the money was never the goal. But that's how passionate we are. So when
Right,
you come
yeah.
to us and you're not as passionate about it than we are, I have an issue with that.
Yeah, or claim you're passionate and don't show up.
Oh my God. And that's
That's
the
the
issue
thing.
with like under the company name. Now we get into
Right.
YCC smoke, and the issue is people are like, yeah, I really want to start a fucking podcast. I'm really interested in starting a podcast. Well, like
Right.
YCC is the way to go.
Right.
795 Production is the way to go.
Okay.
Come talk to us.
Okay.
And then
Definitely.
you don't say shit.
See,
Be
that's
quiet.
crazy.
It's crickets. Then we sitting there with the feet up in the air like
Waiting.
And that's
with
one
the
way.
puzzle.
Flicking Skittles in the air, catching it with your mouth, flicking it over there.
And bro,
Right.
that's one way to make an enemy, and that's one way to get
Right.
blacklisted.
Because I'm gonna call you out the next episode. I'm not gonna call you out by names because I mean then I'm gonna be doing that to my exes.
Right,
That's neither here nor
right.
there. But if I'm gonna call out anybody by a name, it'd be an ex first. But so I'm a dog you out, and then if you listen to the next episode, you better be sure that I'm talking about you.
Right.
If you've ever canceled, fuck you. My cameraman hates you more than I do, but
Facts.
I also hate you. But not as much as he does.
Don't waste my time because I will personally make sure you never make it.
That part.
Ouch.
So
Yeah,
But
I'm
see,
like
that's
that.
that's the thing. You're entitled to that,
Mm-hmm.
to feel like that. Absolutely. You put a lot of work in this. You know what it takes, you know, and people try to fiddle your strings like that. That's not fair to you or nobody else involved, or the equipment and the time that you take setting it up.
Thank
you feel me?
the
Because
money that we spent.
yes, you know, so, but at the end of the day, it's like everybody can't be built like you or like me or like, you feel me? So people are gonna cancel. That's a part of taking on this type of business or this type
agreed,
of
agreed.
passion.
And that's why
you know
I
what
don't
I'm saying?
get as mad about it, because I know that they're stepping they're stepping stones to this shit. I
Yes.
know that it's going to take time to make money. I know that it's going to be downsides to everything. I already expect it. That's why I'm
Right,
like,
right.
as long as you're getting consistency out of me, fuck everybody else.
Right.
As
Yes.
long as you're getting consistent.
Yes.
I said every fucking episode.
Yes.
Shout out to 795 Production. Every episode, every fucking time. He's always here. You're going to get consistency out of
Yes.
him. You're going to get consistency out of me.
You see that?
Even though we take breaks sometimes, but at least when I come back,
That's the
it's consistency.
vibe. That's the vibe.
Yeah, that's how
Try
it's
to
supposed
be as consistent as the sun and the moon.
Yes. And it's hard. It's hard dropping
real.
a single hosted weekly podcast. I don't care what nobody says. I'm not Joe
Yeah.
Rogan, and I don't have the connects that Joe Rogan has. It's hard, but
Absolutely.
consistency is what you're gonna get out of me, because that's how passionate I am.
I like that. That's smart.
Except for the non-Patreons, because y'all gonna miss a week every month because you're not on the Patreon service. But if you just go to patreon.com. Also, make sure you get on YouTube and like this video, just for shits and giggles. Just leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment saying that Eric sucks at his job. Leave a comment saying Eric sucks at his job.
It's okay.
Yeah. I'll cash app you $5 if you do that. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Don't do that.
No, I'm kidding. I might cash app you $5 if you say Eric sucks at his job in the comments of YouTube. Even if you're an audio listener only, when the Thursday shows up and the video drops, leave in the comments, Eric sucks at his job, and I might cash app you $5.
Keyword might.
Try your luck. We've done giveaways before.
We have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or you could just send $5 to $ Our Sins of Woes
There we go. There we go.
on Cash App. Find us there. Or just subscribe to the Patreon. God, I'm getting them off today.
We have to.
I'm getting them off. But yeah, no, it's you just gotta. It's all about finding people that are just as passionate about it. Like I think a lot of the returning guests, like yourself and every other returning guest that we've had, they're passionate about it. They're like, even if I have people that come on and they don't even listen to podcasts, but they love to come on and have conversations. Shout out to J Pat, but J Pat's one of those guys. He doesn't listen to podcasts, but he will come on and have conversation where he's passionate about having a conversation with another human being.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's all we fucking
Definitely.
listen for. I don't need somebody that's got 10 years of experience of podcast hosting. What do you want to talk about?
yeah.
Do you have something to talk about?
Right.
Most of you motherfuckers just like to hear yourselves talk. Shout out to Mac and Cheese. God, that's where I should have fit that one in. But a lot of motherfuckers just want
Yeah.
but a lot of motherfuckers just want to hear themselves talk.
Right.
And it's like, that's not the kind of energy like we're looking for. Because honestly, at the end of the day, my guests don't really give a fuck about you the next episode. They're gonna be like, man, bring that other person back. Like, no, they'll be like, yo, I have faith in you. You've been doing this for almost 40 episodes. I got faith in you that you won't choose the right person.
Right.
To give us an entertaining episode.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why I come on here just so maybe somebody somewhere hears something and try to make a change. You know?
Person.
That's it. Just creating solutions, not come on here like, oh, you should do this way, or oh, feel sorry for me because of how y'all created the whole system to be for, brown individuals. You feel me? Like, nah, it's not about that. It's about growing from right now. Copper-colored individuals. You feel me? Like, I'm sick and tired of, like, all of this fear that they keep trying to put into our spirit, bro, with every angle of everything. That's why I don't even make nothing my reality. So, like, the branding situation, I don't make, like, dudes ain't send me their stuff. I gave them a new date. This is the final date. And I explained why in detail. Because this is now stepping on my toes, getting in the way of my motion and things that I'm doing. You feel me? So now it's like if they don't come with it that date, it's over. I'm pushing forward. I done been patient since January 1st with this project. And here it is. We about done with the year, it feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like we done had all of the seasons.
I feel like we're in fucking the first week of March and we are done with this year. I feel it 100%.
Right. We had all of the seasons so fast. And it's like, all right, the year over. Let's do 2022. You feel me? Like
the fall is about to kick your ass.
I know it. That's a fact. But definitely. So
I feel it 100%. Yeah. Episode 29, 39? 39, right?
I don't know.
Nigga.
I'm tired.
All right. Episode 39 plug of the week.
Yeah, 39.
Returning. Tori Yamaguchi. I like this guy. He's different. His flow is different. I fuck with him. Another Black Renaissance Entertainment. He's just I don't know how to describe him other than just unique as an artist, especially for him to come out of Black Renaissance Entertainment. But he's super fucking dope, and he's got a new song with Poppy Zay called "If I Ever Say That Nigga's Name Like That Again." But that's his name, Poppy Zay. But Tori Yamaguchi's got a new song recently came out called "Trapped." It's a dope ass track, so make sure you check it out. "Trapped" by Tori Yamaguchi.
I got some demons that I can't control. I get high so much that every at me, then I should go back.
I'm stuck in my head and I'm trapped inside. Feeling like I'm dead, have I lost my mind? Have a lot of rage that I kept inside. I'm not fine, running out of time. I'm stuck in my head and I'm trapped inside. Feeling like I'm dead, have I lost my mind? Have a lot of rage that I kept inside. I'm not fine, running out of time.
And that was Trapped by Toriyama Gucci. That guy's fucking talented. He's the shit. I don't care what nobody says. I mean, he's not Xavier Cloud. Nobody's Xavier Cloud. Xavier Cloud's the best artist to come out of DMV. If you don't agree, fight me. And then at me. Fight me first. I'll still say that. But Toriyama Gucci is our first artist of Plug of the Week Volume 2.
Yes,
I did
sir.
tell you Xavier Cloud ended Plug of the Week Volume 1. And yes, Toriyama Gucci's the first track of Volume 2. So, and there'll be separate playlists on SoundCloud. So, when this episode drops, there will be 2 separate playlists. This will be the next one on playlist 2 or Volume 2. So, yeah. Plug of the Weeks is fun. But just so you know, the exclusive songs that come out on the Patreon episodes, because on the Patreon, there will be unreleased or never released, early released or unreleased music on the Patreon. That will never be in the SoundCloud Plug of the Week. So if you want to hear those songs, subscribe to the Patreon. Patreon.com/AskSensWells.
I got some bangers coming up.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And these all like unsigned, unheard?
Unheard.
Unheard.
Okay, but
Yeah.
some are signed.
Unheard.
Okay.
Some may be unsigned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just unheard is the
This is the
keyword.
Okay.
But yeah, it's exclusive. That's why you can only get it if you're on the Patreon. But that's all I got. You got any positive notes? Anything to leave out before we get out of here?
Yeah. Nah, I just want to say, everybody, be kind. Try to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's growth, man. Let's grow. Let's grow. We could do this. Definitely. You get it?
I'm with it.
All right.
I'm all with it. Before we get out of here, 2 kicks and a hug. My favorite part. I love doing this shit. I love doing this. 2 kicks and a hug. Shout out to the niggas that buy toy guns from Walmart, take the orange cap off, and use them as props in the rap videos. Dumb bitches love y'all. Shout out to the women that add the word pink to their Instagram handle and act like they ain't hoes. Dumb niggas love y'all. Think about it. Shout out to the black people that are not quick to put down their own people and use many moments with those that are more ignorant and less fortunate and turn them into a teaching and uplifting experience. We love you. With all that being said, to all my millennials, being your age is a sin and no one wants to hear your woes. And to everybody else, this has been another episode of the Ask Woes podcast. Peace.
Sins and woes. Our sins and woes.